Deep in the heart of Pennsylvania lies Lancaster County, home of some of the richest soils in the world.
Hold it. That's not right. Boring. We're here to have fun, aren't we, everyone? So let's try that again. Welcome, everyone, to Brubaker Farms. We are so glad you're here today. Every day is a great day to learn and explore new things. And that's what we're going to do today. We're taking you on a journey around our farm to learn about 3 things that we specialize in: growing food on the land, raising cows for milk, and creating energy. Here at Brubaker Farms, we strive to make wholesome, quality food products while being careful stewards of the resources we are responsible for through creative farming techniques, careful planning, research, and ongoing education. We are able to make the most of the resources that we have and make a positive impact on those living around us. Brubaker Farms focuses on 3 things: food, cows, and energy. And all of them are interconnected. Let's take a look at the first area, food production. The production of food starts with careful care of the land. Each field is first prepared for the crops to be planted. At Brubaker Farms, we use a practice called no-till. What does that mean? Well, all the stuff underground, the residue and roots from the previous crops, are left undisturbed. This creates a super healthy structure in the soil and also protects the soil from erosion. Erosion is the condition in which the earth's surface is worn away by the action of water and wind. This is bad for the waterways and bad for the earth as a whole. Leaving the remnants of the previous harvest in the field helps to hold the soil in place and restore vital nutrients to the soil. We have special no-till planters that are used to plant the seeds in the undisturbed soil. No-till farming also uses much less fuel than other types of farming. So what are we planting? Well, the crops we plant are corn, soybeans, wheat, rye, and alfalfa. Let's learn more about harvesting these crops. The first crop to be harvested each year is rye. The rye is first mowed into rows called windrows to remove moisture. When the windrows are dry enough, they are merged or raked together to be ready for the chopper. The chopper picks up the rye, chops it into small pieces, and blows it into a truck. The truck then transports the crop to the bunker silo, where it is dumped, pushed into a pile, and packed tightly to remove oxygen. When the pile is complete, it is covered with plastic to preserve the quality. This is hard work. I'm tired already. Let's see what's next. The next crop harvested is alfalfa. This is harvested in the same way rye is. Alfalfa is harvested 5 times per year. 5 times? That's a lot of work. Wonder if the cows can eat it all. In July, the wheat is harvested using a combine. The combine separates the grain from the stem, also called straw, and the grain is loaded onto trucks and taken to grain bins for storage. The straw shoots out the back of the combine and is baled and stacked in piles for storage. The straw is used for both bedding and feed. Boy, am I glad for this combine. Can you imagine doing all this by hand? In late summer, it's time to harvest corn for silage. What is silage, you say? Silage is animal feed. It's made up of chopped corn that is allowed to ferment without air. Interesting. The process to make silage uses the same chopper as for alfalfa and rye, except there's a special piece called a head. The head is attached to the front of the chopper. This head allows the whole corn plant to be cut off, chopped, transported, and stored. We store the silage the same way as rye and alfalfa are stored. In early fall, we harvest corn again, this time for the grain. It's also time to harvest soybeans. The combine is fitted with a corn head, which is used to shell the corn. The corn is stored in grain bins or bags called ag bags. Soybeans are harvested and stored in bins as well. Now, let's talk about cows. Remember that everything is interconnected. The crops we store are used to feed the cows. We always want to give our cows the best though. So, the different types of feed are tested in a laboratory for nutritional content. A nutritionist takes the information and makes sure each part is perfectly balanced to meet all the animal's dietary needs. The ingredients are then carefully mixed together in a feed mixer. The feed is delivered to the cows for them to eat at their desire. So can the cows really eat all the crops we work so hard to grow and harvest? You betcha. Cows weigh 1,500 pounds each, and each cow eats about 100 pounds of feed per day. 1,500 pounds? That's about the same as 7 refrigerators. Whoa. These cows are primarily raised for their ability to produce milk. Female cows, or heifers, have their first calves at about 2 years old. After the calf is born, the heifer will begin to produce milk. Whoa, wait a second, hold that shot right there. Everybody say, aww. There are many tasks involved in caring for the cows. All the cows on the farm are milked either 2 or 3 times every day. They produce 8 to 10 gallons of milk each day. After cows enter the milking parlor, they are thoroughly cleaned and prepped for milking. The milk machine is then attached using vacuum. The cow releases the milk, which then flows through the pipes and hoses into the milk tank. Using cold water, the milk is cooled to 38 degrees Fahrenheit and stores it until the milk truck comes each day to pick up the milk. This cooled water is then later given to the cows to drink with their meals. Did you know that cows drink 30 to 40 gallons of water per day? Wow, that must help them wash down that 100 pounds of food they eat every day. Now let's go and see more about how the cows live. Just remember to watch where you step. These cows can be messy. I wonder what that is good for. Okay, so when the cow is finished being milked, the machine is automatically removed. We disinfect the cow's udder and the gates are open so the cow can return to the barn. The barns our cows live in are called free stall barns. This is because the cows are free to lie in a stall, walk around, eat, drink, and interact with other cows. It is important for cows to have plenty of clean water to drink, so all the watering troughs in the barn are scrubbed clean several times each week. We reuse all our cleaning water as well to clean several areas of our barns. We always try not to waste even a drop. The cows in our barns lay on cow mattresses. The mattress is made of 500 pounds of chopped rubber with a fabric cover. It offers cushion and comfort for our cows. The mattresses are also covered with bedding 3 times a week to add extra cushion and to keep the stalls clean and dry. We wait on our cows hand and foot, or maybe I should say hoof and hoof. While off at the milking parlor, we groom their stalls for them. We never want our cows to be uncomfortable, so all the barns have fans and sprinklers to help cool the cows in the summer and vinyl-like curtains to close in the winter to protect them against the cold weather. Did you know that cows actually prefer colder weather? Yep, that's right. The temperature they are most comfortable is around 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Me? I like it around 72 degrees, like here. Okay, back to the cows. The barns also have automatic alley scrapers that run 6 to 8 times each day to clean the alleys. The alley scrapers remove the manure from the barns. This manure will later be used to create energy and fertilizer. Our cows sure do get the royal treatment. Sounds more like a condominium than a barn. It's a cow condo. Now, what was it that I said earlier about manure being used for something? I'm not sure that I believe that poop could have a purpose. Let's explore that more. The manure from our animals on our farm is used to produce electricity. Yes, electricity. This is done through a process called anaerobic digestion. Manure is pumped every day from the barns into the digester, where it is heated to 100 degrees Fahrenheit and remains for at least 21 days. In the digester, different types of bacteria break down the manure and release methane. Methane gas travels through the pipes where it is used to power a motor and turn a generator. The heat created from the motor is used to heat the manure in the digester, heat water for the farm, and help save energy in other ways as well. When the manure leaves the digester, it is 99.9% pathogen-free. What's a pathogen? A pathogen is a bacteria or germ that can cause a disease. Since the manure is pathogen-free, it means it's safe and clean. Imagine that, clean cow poo. The digested manure then travels through a separator that removes the undigested plant fibers. These solids are then piled and used for bedding in the cow stalls. The remaining liquid waste is then stored to be applied on the land as fertilizer for the crops. The electricity produced is enough to power over 150 homes. It's poop power! I know what you're thinking. What about the smell? Well, odor from manure can be unpleasant for the community. So, an added benefit of digesting manure is odor reduction. When the manure is digested, the odor is reduced up to 90%, making the community a much more pleasant place for everyone. That's a good thing. So, let's review. At Brubaker Farms, crops are raised using no-till farming methods, which keeps the soil healthy. These crops are used to feed and bed the cows, which then produce both milk and poop. This poop is then pushed into a methane digester, which makes the lights come on in your home, and then the leftovers are then spread over the field to fertilize the crops and add more nutrients to the soil. Wow, Brubaker Farms really does reduce, reuse, and recycle. Thanks for taking this journey with us. Join us again soon.